the swap, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gators will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Missouri's offense has the ball first today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out in front of him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! First points of the day are on the board.
That great first drive by this offense capped off third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance. first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes a connection. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And when the first drive leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's good. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit them with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot. And you can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. Now on 1st down from the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Got a little space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Into the end zone, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Warner. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Clark. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Gators want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves it with 3rd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In in halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Gators are on the move. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Brown.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to...
There he goes! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Easy call for the ref. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. It's 1st down from their own 20-yard line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you can tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Gators decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lofts one high and deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Hunt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the run, it's Alexander. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Creates a little space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Rush is on him. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. And your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They've got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
Looking for a man. It's Anger. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gators will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. We got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do.
Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give to the back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line with a late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.